Bienvenidos to the most populous city in North America. The legendary Jim Clark won the first official F1 race back in 1963 here, and we've had a veritable who's who of winners ever since. It's Mexico City, and therefore, the Mexico City Grand Prix. The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour. And providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right, and the remaining 7 going to the left. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Dynamo lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, Perez, Hamilton, Liam Lawson, Verstappen, Sainz, Ricciardo, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Albon, Ocon, Tsunoda, Stroll, Joe, Sargent, Bottas, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, and Ayrton Senna rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And with me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Can we start by having a chat about Sergio Perez? That was a great win in the last race, but can they keep that momentum going into this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. go. Final lap. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind, 2.9 seconds. Fantastic drive, that's just fantastic, amazing, you deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but it was a very important win nonetheless. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top three finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today. So let's review the updated driver standings. Dynamo increases their championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Dynamo.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
The team's income is looking very robust right now. It's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas of the operation might benefit from that money. OK, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
F1's 1000th official championship race. It will continue with around 20 to 24 races a year
And with the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Liam Lawson, Verstappen and Dynamo. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. Dynamo, Sainz and Max Verstappen. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Dynamo lines up on pole position. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz...
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Dynamo increases their championship lead. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid line up for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and just 4 years later, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Dynamo lines up on pole position, and a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Liam Lawson, Russell, Verstappen, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Albon, Leclerc, Norris, Gasly, Bottas, Ocon, Ricciardo, Stroll, Tsunoda, Zhou, Senna, Hülkenberg, Magnussen and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. The last few races have been a bit rough for them, unable to get a clean run. That's got to have some effect on their confidence, surely.
Certainly confidence is an important factor. And every time you're involved in an incident, it's not just the car you damage, but that confidence as well. But all the top racing drivers are able to tune that out when the race gets underway and focus on the job at hand.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 19.3 seconds. Final lap. Push, push. Fantastic drive, that's just fantastic. Amazing, you deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
Another superb Sao Paulo Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Dynamo increases their championship lead. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Dynamo.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.